guys, welcome back to the house of Valentina. We're so excited that you guys have come for a visit today. I'm hanging out with my Landon here. He's gonna show us the rest of the garden and all of his fun berries and things that we've been working on, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're so excited that you're here. If you love to bring adventure home, you have found the right channel. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. We love to chat about adventures and travel and home and everything in between. So we're gonna jump right into this because we've already got a neighbor that's been sawing things down today, and it's pretty noisy. So it's supposed to rain all week, and we want to try to get this done before all that starts to happen. So let's take them down the deck stairs and out into the garden. When we first moved in, do you remember the grass? This was a big mud pit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, every time it rained, it would just fill up with water. So we put in a French drain, and we put down some new grass. Do you like playing out here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you like to do out here?
I like to run around. Run
around, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Play soccer sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we bought you a grassy area. The truth is that you really don't play out here that much, is it? We bought the house with the grass, and you don't really play on the grass, do you?
No.
No. Where do you like to play?
Up here.
Yeah, on the street, right? Out on the street?
Yeah, on the street.
Okay, so this little area is one that I would eventually like to be able to take and put like a really pretty rock garden here, very French style. I've got a ton of ideas that I've been saving on my Pinterest board, but for now, even though you don't come out here to play very much, I still feel like I still maybe need that grass for just a little while longer. But let's show them. What do you think is the favorite part that we should show them first back here?
Probably like the fence part.
Do you like this part back here? Okay, we're gonna show you the garden back here, which is the area that we try to do. Oh, there's a dragonfly. Okay, so we're gonna show you right behind you because this is the area that we thought, oh, we're gonna do like an English garden. We want a cutting garden, and we'll show you what we've done so far. So come on. Hey guys, I am popping in a day later because we filmed this whole video and the light was so bright that it was really hard to capture some of the plants and everything that was kind of going on in the garden. And my sweet little Landon helped me, and I didn't want to cut all the parts with him in it because he was so precious. We come out here every morning and we just walk along here. We have this really great border. I want to put a nice wall here one day that we can actually sit on, and that will help with some of the erosion since we do have a little bit of a slant here in the yard. And then his favorite part is this back area. We love to come out here and cut whatever is blooming.
Some peonies.
Yes, look at our peonies. Aren't those beautiful?
Wait, let me see the scissors.
Are you gonna cut it and take it inside? You can put it in a vase. There we go. Awesome.
Smell that.
Does it smell good?
Smell it. Oh, look at the middle. That looks...
It's like a piece of lace, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so good.
We need to cut
we'll
some
put
of
that
these
with some of the
roses.
rosemary. Yeah, you want to cut some roses?
Should I cut like right here?
It was one of my goals to have an area where I could cut flowers, and so that's what we've created back in this area. I did promise a full tour, so I wanted to be able to really show you what was going on. We've really worked hard on this, and the other day when we filmed, the air conditioner from my neighbor was going and there was a whole bunch of noise. You literally can't hear us in the video. So I just thought it'd be fun to just pop in and tell you a little bit about what we've done. All these plants are all new. When we moved in, there was nothing here, and we realized that we could take and put a few things here temporarily, but I really realized that I need to plant some evergreens in here because during the winter, this is so barren. This grass, this whole area was a mud pit when we first moved in. So we've had to put in a drainage French drain, and we've put in all the grass and all the plants over here. So back over in this area here in the back is my favorite area because that's where we have the fig tree, we have a pear tree, we have a pomegranate.
Mom, there's a fig!
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Our first fig of the season. Wow. This is like 8 times at least what it was. I think it was just a little tiny thing when we planted it. It's very, very happy here. And then you've got your pears. Can you show them your pears? I like how the sun just like dapples through the leaves. beautiful.
Yeah, we have a pear tree and there's actually a ton of pears.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I honestly bought it because I thought it was pretty.
See a cucumber farm.
What? You're seeing a cucumber?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That wasn't up there.
And then we've got beets, which I've never grown any of this stuff, so I really don't know what I'm doing, but you know, we're trying. Show everybody your blueberry bushes.
Mom, there's a blueberry.
What?
Yeah, there's a blueberry.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh wow! They're not quite ready to pick though, are they?
No.
We've got a lot. We just
Mom, look at the blackberries. Look, there's a big berry right there. Mom, these two were the ones I was talking about. These were the ones I was talking
Oh,
about.
you're right. We really have actual berries on here. It's amazing.
So
Look at all of them, Landon.
So the leaves are supposed to let go. Like when they turn brown, then they'll start phasing into black.
Yeah,
So-
this is incredible. I think we're gonna have to move your sister's hibiscus out of here. I think the blackberries have decided this is their area. I can't believe all this grew this fast.
Yeah.
We've got some mint coming up here with the blueberry bushes. You see that? All right. That smells really good. Look how pretty that's turning out to be. All right. What else? Oh, did you show them the pomegranate?
Wait, we have pomegranates?
That's what that is right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we've got pomegranate. I mean, I have no idea whether this will actually work, but it came back.
Yeah.
And then we've got some more lavender that apparently Dad just planted over here. The camera started to overheat, so I went inside and grabbed a vase for the flowers. And this is how we have flowers. We just come outside and cut them and put them in little vases. And the boys actually, this table and chairs was in a different location. And then the boys, why did you move it over here?
Because it was like later on in the day, but the sun was so blaring over there.
So you moved it because you liked the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been playing with your Halo guys out here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to set them up right now.
Well, originally we had put the blueberry bushes back here because they said that they could do part sun. They can't do, they need full sun. The ones that were in full sun are the ones that have berries on them, and the ones that were here have no berries on them. So we've moved them over there, and now we just honestly brought some of the house plants that can handle the shade and put them back here, but we need to completely redo this bed. We tried putting strawberries in here, and none of that stuff grows very well. It really needs a lot of sun. So those are kind of the lessons that we've learned, and it's not like it costs us that much money. Plants can be moved, so I think sometimes the garden forms on its own when your kids decide, hey, it's too hot for the table over there, and they move it to this gorgeous shady spot. So I kind of love it. So do you want to hang out here and I'll show them the rest of it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me show you guys the rest. We bought these David Austin roses. It's been about 3 years, and I do regret a little bit. I didn't realize how big they could get, and I really should have planted it either closer to the house or closer to the fence. But I have to tell you, these are the most amazing roses I've ever smelled. They are so fragrant. Ugh. We have several that have grown on the fence, and we've been clipping them for weeks on end. But they are so delicate, and they have the most amazing petals, and each one of them has a different fragrance.
It smells really good.
It does, doesn't it? And then we had a little bit of trouble with just a little bit of fungus, and I was able to spray them with like a rose spray, and then they just keep coming back. So they're resilient. And I always heard that roses were like really hard to work with, but they're great. So yeah, I'll leave some links for where you can find David Austin roses because they are incredible, and I just so highly recommend them. Let me show you over here. So over here we planted some gardenias, and I cannot wait for these to bloom because they just explode with beautiful blooms that are so fragrant. And then this is actually, is this our hydrangea?
Mm-hmm.
I think we thought that wasn't going to come back, but it did. I think I'm going to have to move this little guy out because these guys are going to need some more space. And you didn't think these were going to come back, and they did.
Yeah.
They totally came back. And then we have some hellebore. Oh, our neighbor's mowing. All right, hopefully you can hear me, but we've got some hellebore. And these are from a neighbor. I need to get them planted, actually. But yeah, more hydrangeas in here, and we need to get an eye on these little leaves, but they just keep growing. It's really cool. Let me show you over here. Just planted a new wisteria. So the other one did so well on the other side that we were thinking, let's go ahead and have this one go up and over this side as well. And maybe it could even come up and over our window. So we'll see how that one does, and you'll get to see whether this works or not. But I think it's gonna be happy here. The other one has been amazing. Whew, it is heating up in Atlanta. It's gonna be a very hot day and the sun is so direct. But these guys love this little shady area back here where they're kind of tucked away. These are, like many things in the garden, they're something that have come from a friend. My mom's friends, our neighbors, everybody knows that we have an entire garden to fill, so everybody gives us plants and it's amazing. So this was like 2 plants from a friend, and clearly they're happy here because they've replicated and grown. So I think that's really fun. I think it's really fun when your garden reminds you of so many different people. That's what I really love, at least. Now over here, this little area I think is something that we're gonna change. Let me show you over here. It is so hot out here. I think I'm gonna have to rethink my wardrobe for today. It was like 50 2 days ago. So this area was literally a mud pit, and right behind where the camera is catching, we're still having major drainage issues that we're gonna have to deal with. We've had several people come look at it, try to help us fix it, but when it fills up to like calf height, you know, when it rains, which is obviously not good. So this little area is very new. We just planted these last year. So it was, I think in our minds, we thought that it would be really pretty to have a whole bunch of hydrangeas over here, but it doesn't work because during the winter, it just looks barren. So we're gonna be changing this area up some so that we actually have something pretty to look at all winter, because this is the view that we see out of the window of our bedroom, and it's not nice. I've tried planting some trees back here on this corner and some other things, but yeah, the yard still needs a lot of work. But as you can see, we're making the best of it. We're having a lot of fun. We're trying some things, and as long as the plants don't die, then we're able to just move them to a happier place. And I thought that this was just us being completely inexperienced, but the more I talk to other avid gardeners, they say, oh no, we all do that. We just move things around, we'll try something different. So it's a little bit like the inside of the house, where we style something and we have fun, and it's like, well, that didn't work, so let's move that over there. And I think it's kind of cool. I feel like this entire garden is a work in progress, and it's really not presentable. But at the same time, it's really fun for us. I can see so many of the bulbs and the plants that friends and neighbors have given us. They're just sprinkled throughout, and I love that. So I'm not deterred and I'm not discouraged. Okay, I may be a little bit discouraged. I would really have liked to have fixed this up this year. It was really my plan. I was really excited. You guys know I was talking about gardening like crazy in French gardens, and we had lofty ideas of what we could pull off, and we're just not going to. And it's gonna be okay. So it'll give us a little bit more time to plan and a little bit more time to plot, no pun intended. The boys can enjoy this grass for another year before I take it all out and put down a beautiful French style garden that they can just walk on little pebbles. And it's okay, because I think that the garden is that place that teaches you the most about life. I think it's pretty amazing because it is a work in progress. It's okay that it's not perfect, and we can give you a garden tour now and show you how much we've done. And that way, as you guys get to visit us over and over, you'll get to see how it grows and becomes something really beautiful, and we get to enjoy that together rather than showing you 5 years into a garden and you being like, wow, so why doesn't mine look like that? It's like, well, yeah, when you look at gardens that have been there for 20, 40, 50 years, it's like amazing. Wouldn't I love if my garden looked like Versailles? And so many of the ones that are on my Pinterest page. But for now, this is what we've got, and we're enjoying it. And I hope that it gave you a little peek into an imperfect part of our house that we're still working on. And we'll just encourage you to embrace those imperfections in your own home and to enjoy the process and the journey of putting it together. We would love to have your advice. I know many of you have beautiful gardens and you could teach us something, so tell us what would be the most encouraging word that you could give to us and to those of us that are still in the beginning phases of gardening. Give us some advice and tell us what you've learned and what experience you can pass on to us. We would love that. But as you can probably tell, the lights are all coming on and the sun is gone for the day. It's time for me to go inside and get everybody bathed and ready for bed, and you know, it's winding down, so it's a good day. It's a great day, and I just love that you guys have stopped by to visit, and I hope that you've enjoyed the tour today, and we hope you'll come back by. And don't forget, you can always visit us at Instagram. We love posting pictures of these blooms as they're blooming and when we're cutting them, and we just love showing you that aspect. And yeah, so visit us at Instagram, and don't forget, hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And thank you again for visiting, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye. And we've got this one and the one back here. Oh, Landon, look! It's got actual tomatoes on it.
Oh wait, it actually does have tomatoes on it.
Oh my gosh.
It's so small though. How does
This was the little one. She said this one wouldn't get as big. But look at that, it's actually got tomatoes on it. Come look, Dad,
wow,
come
they're
look.
actually getting pretty big.
Look at that.
What's
How
this?
same as this.